Okay, let's move on to the next team, and that is going to be the Washington Commanders, another team that lost this week but greatly benefited from the Lions losing and from Seattle losing. So at 7-7-1, they are still maintaining the 7th seed, but they're under threat from the Lions, Seahawks, and now your Packers. How do you feel about Washington and the year here? They play the Browns and my Cowboys.
Ooh, and it depends a lot on the quarterback situation. Honestly, that's why I'm like more pro Heineke, because I feel like they may just lean on the run game, especially against the Browns, who I've mentioned can't really defend the run, and that's what's been really driving the Washington offense as of late, on top of some of their playmakers and wide receiver. And especially the fact that Dallas, who do y'all play this upcoming week? Because they played them the week after.
We played Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Thursday night game.
So I feel like Dallas wins.
So Dallas will have more rest.
Yeah. If I'm just worried that Dallas will not have anything to play for week 18, because maybe Philly wins against the Saints and y'all are resting your guys, and Washington obviously still trying to fight. They win out. Because I think I could very easily see Washington winning out, especially if Dallas is resting their stars. If Dallas has to play for something week 18, I'm not sure what that scenarios will fall, but I could see them going 1-1, beating the Browns, but then losing to Dallas, and then I'm not sure what exactly. Yeah, obviously let's see how everything else falls there. I can see them going 1-1.
Weirdly, I think like Packers, Lions, and Seahawks fans are rooting for the Saints this week. They want Philly to lose because that would enable Dallas to have something to play for that final week. Yes. Because they could theoretically steal the division, and the
1 seed.
And the 1 seed, yeah, assuming
or 2 seed, regardless home field for first round.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could even steal the 1 seed because they would win the tiebreaker over Minnesota. And so if Minnesota was to lose a game and Philly was to drop 2 in a row, including that game to the Giants, Dallas could jump to the 1 seed. Well, I don't know about the Niners. Maybe they could take it. Things could get really crazy. Anyway, regardless, that would give Dallas motivation to play the final week. They still might anyway, just to ensure that people are warmed up and rested. Or not warmed up and rested, warmed up and like ready to go. But I don't know if they'll play them the entire game. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Really, like you said, the fans of those teams that are on the outside looking in are hoping that Philadelphia drops this game to the Saints, because that could really open up their potential to get in. Anyway, but even if Philly drops that game, that would bode those teams incredibly well, because that could also open the door for the Giants to lose to Philadelphia the last week in terms of playoff motivations, all that stuff. So things could get really crazy. So yeah, I would say Washington, because they control their own destiny, and Dallas most likely will rest starters, I think they can get in. That said, I don't think they're a shoo-in against the Browns. I don't know. I think they should win that game because Cleveland doesn't have much to play for. But that being said, I don't know. Cleveland, I still think they have talent. Nick Chubb and all those guys, they could win that game. I'm concerned about the Commanders' offensive line. Myles Garrett could wreck them. Deshaun Watson, despite not having the playoffs to play for, is still trying to shake off the rust, so he could want to have a good performance. And Washington is 3-4 at home, and it is at home, so you never know. It could be a game that they drop. So once again, very crucial game against the Browns here, because if they drop that game, they don't control their own destiny.